So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. If you have been following our channel for a while, you know we ended up with 2 new 1-ton pickup trucks, and that was by no means the original plan. What happened was this: at the beginning of the year, I ordered a new Super Duty, an F350, and I was waiting for it to come in, and then Ford changed the production date twice. And I needed to get a truck, so I bought this GMC that I'm driving right now, right off the lot. It's a 1-ton with the AT4 package and the Duramax diesel. And I thought we were just gonna kind of forget about the Ford. I didn't have to take it or anything. And then Ford actually moved up the production date and the new Ford came in. Well, I went and looked at it, and we decided, actually it was Melissa's decision, to buy the Ford as well, see which truck we like best, and get rid of one of them and trade it in on a new, I call it a 1-ton dump truck, but something like an F450 or a 550. So we have been trying to decide which truck we like better, but in the meantime, I found a new dump truck that's at the local lot. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but it's pretty close. So we're gonna go check that out here in just a bit. So I just stopped to get some fuel, but it appears to be a GMC and dump trailer kind of day. There's another one here at the Sheets. Now before we head to the Ford dealer, we're gonna go to the stone yard. I need to get a load of stone for my sister's driveway. I finished up all the ditch lines on it the other day, and there is one spot that could use some stone, so we're gonna take care of that. Wasn't planning on it, but I had the dump trailer on because I just made a firewood delivery, and I've got more firewood to do after that, so we're gonna get the stone out of the way. All right, we got our load of stone. We are almost down to my sister's driveway. I think they have some things in the way up by the house, so I think my best bet is going to be to back all the way up the driveway. I'd rather back into a spot than have to back out. We're going to attempt this without having to pull forward once. Probably going to be about a quarter mile up a windy driveway. Well, I made it all the way to the last 100 feet, and I got a little jacked up there and I had to pull up. I think we're ready. All right, that worked out pretty well. I will probably at some point bring the land plane down. I can pull a little bit of that down this way. It's been real dry lately, so the driveway is actually in pretty good shape. But this area right here, there's a lot of clay in here, and it gets real soft in the wintertime, so this will help tighten it up. But this driveway is in the best shape it has been in 50 years, especially since I reworked this ditch all the way up. It'll be in good shape for this winter. Much easier to plow snow. I remember years past, you had to really take it easy so you didn't like rip the blade off of whatever you're using. All right, we're gonna head up to the house and take the dump trailer back. And I think since we're headed to the Ford dealer, we're gonna take the Super Duty down there and we will check out this dump truck that I found. Now, as far as which truck I like better, the GMC or the Ford, that's a tough one. It really is. I'll be straight up with you. I have always been a Ford guy. I really have. But this GMC is very nice. To me, it really doesn't matter, to tell you the truth. They're both nice trucks. I like the 8-foot bed on the Ford. However, I find myself when I'm pulling a dump trailer, I take the GMC just because it's easier to do things like I just did. And some of my firewood deliveries are back some narrow driveways, and you really have to be pretty decent at driving a trailer, you know, backing one up. This truck makes it much easier than the Ford, but then if I'm getting a 1-ton dump truck, that won't matter. So I do like the 8-foot bed for the added capacity. I don't know. I really don't. I'm going to let Melissa make the decision, to tell you the truth, because I don't care either way. Both trucks are real nice. I will say, though, the Ford gets much better mileage. Both of them are about the same when it comes to towing. If I'm pulling like the LX and the deck over trailer, say down to West Virginia, this GMC at the Duramax, probably around 12.5 miles per gallon. I've only got about 6,000 miles on this one so far. A lot of people say that will improve. Towing, mileage is about the same, but just highway miles, the power stroke is way better than this. Probably about 4.5 miles per gallon better. We'd get up to around 19 in this truck. In the Ford, almost 24 miles per gallon. And, you know, as much as these things cost, you probably think to yourself, what does a few miles per gallon matter? But, you know, over 150,000 miles, if you got 4.5 miles per gallon better with diesel at $4.50 a gallon and probably going up, you're looking anywhere from $7,500 to $10,000 in fuel savings over 150,000 miles just with 4.5 miles per gallon. You know what I'm saying? So there's a big difference there. The win as far as fuel economy goes is Ford. Besides that, I like them both. Now this truck here, this GMC, it's much nicer just to kind of, you know, if you need to run out the Lowe's for something or whatever, it's just easier to get around than that 8-foot bed on the Ford. But the 8-foot bed on the Ford comes in very handy. This is a 23 model, same as the Ford. They made some changes in 24 on the GMCs, and they just recently upgraded the Super Duties in 23. So you can't really say it's a fair comparison as far as tech goes. However, they're both 23 models. The interior of the Ford is nicer than the GMC. The big screen versus the screen in the GMC. Ford wins out there. But I really don't know. Like I said, I'll admit I am straight up a Ford guy, always have been. Never even considered a GMC until the Ford didn't come in. And once I started driving this truck, I like it a lot. But I think we'll leave that decision up to Melissa. I really do. I don't care either way. Right now, like I said, gonna head up to the house. We'll go check out a new dump truck. All right, we are pulling into the Ford garage. Something that you haven't seen for a while, trucks on the lot. here is the one that I'm looking at. Now I was looking for a rapid red. This is race red, but that doesn't really matter. It's got the 7.3 Godzilla engine. That's what I wanted. Now this is a 450 XL. I was kind of thinking 550, but I need to find out what the, you know, what the truck weighs as it sits. This probably has a GVW of 16.5, I'm guessing. We'll get out and check out the sticker. But yeah, it's an XL, must have some kind of chrome package. I think this would fit the bill. So it's 4-wheel drive, has a steel dump body on it. Aluminum would be nice. However, with firewood, you know, dropping thousands and thousands of pieces in that, I think a steel bed would be the ticket. Yeah, it's got an aluminum tailgate, which is nice. Room for sideboards, both sides and across the back. It's got a Zaresco dump body on it. One thing you like to see when you're looking at a truck on the lot, it's a little bit of staining right here. It comes right off, but that tells you it's been sitting here for a little while. It's always a good sign. The days of paying over sticker are definitely over, and I think it's just going to get better for the buyer in the short term, in my opinion. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see this. 23 F450 4x4 regular chassis. It's got the 7.3 Godzilla, 10-speed automatic, race red, 4-wheel drive, yada yada yada. What else? It's got the snowplow prep package. This is pretty much what I was looking for. Now this, $55,400. That's for the cab and chassis. But you know what? You can't even buy a new half-ton for that anymore. With the bed, asking price $70,787. It's got vinyl floor, vinyl seats, perfect for this kind of truck. Yeah, I was right, 16,500 GVW. So I'm curious as to what this weighs. If this was right around 10,000 pounds, probably a little more than that. But if it was around 10,000 pounds, you know, you could haul over 3 ton legally. Got a hitch. No toolbox, not a big deal. Got a little ladder here that folds down. The handle up there. All right, so I just got back to the house. When I was over at the dealership, I went in and talked to the salesman, and I was surprised to find out that truck, as it sits, weighs in a little under 10,000 pounds. And that's with a full tank of fuel and 2 passengers. So you could haul legally about 6,500 pounds. So basically, I'm not sure about a lot of things. I'm not positive that's the truck that I want. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know which one of these pickup trucks we're going to get rid of to get a dump truck. I'm actually going to leave that up to Melissa for real. I don't care either way. Like I said, both nice trucks. The GMC, definitely easier to pull a dump trailer with that shorter bed, much tighter turning radius. Truck rides really nice. It's great for, you know, just running around on small trips and things like that. Tows really well. Advantage the Ford has, definitely better mileage. I like the interior better than the GMC. One thing I don't like about this Ford, and I'm not sure what the deal is with this, look at this brake dust. Not a big deal, and it comes right off. I just can't understand why it accumulates so much brake dust, because when I tow with this truck, I have it in tow haul mode, and I even use the engine brake, and you don't hardly hit the brakes at all. But I'm telling you, every time you take this out, 50 miles or more, the front wheels are loaded up with brake dust. Don't understand that. As you can see. GMC, that is just dirt right there. But like I said, we've got a lot of things to think about, and I honestly don't care either way. I like both the Ford and the GMC, but something's going to have to go in order to get that dump truck. And you may be wondering why we want a dump truck. It kind of goes back to what I talked about in other videos. What we have been doing the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years, we're kind of setting ourselves up to employ more family members and to be able to do more things. And YouTube, it isn't going to last forever, and we have done really well, like this year, with just firewood. Like, we've done really well, and I don't see any reason we couldn't double or even triple what we sell next year. We have the equipment to produce it, but we can sell lumber, we can sell live edge slabs. The dump truck will make deliveries a lot easier of firewood. You could deliver mulch. I'm friends with Adler and Sons. We can do excavating for people, brush hogging, all sorts of things. I like having options. I always have. I never had all my eggs in one basket, and a nice little dump truck like that would be just one more tool in the arsenal. And like Melissa can pull the dump trailer. She can. She's done it before. But I'll be honest, she's not going to take it and deliver firewood to some of the places that I do with it. It's just not going to happen. That takes a long time to be able to learn how to back up a trailer in unfamiliar areas. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'd be a good thing. I do. And like I said, just one more tool in the arsenal. And I like to have a bunch of different options. I always have in life. I never just had one job. I've had a real job and a side job, and sometimes 2 or 3 of them, and that's the way I like. And that way, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do, and you can usually make a pretty decent living. But anyway, once we figure out what we're doing, you will be the first to know. Actually, you'll be the second to know. We'll know first, then I'll tell you. But I think that's about it for today's video. Appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.